Hello learners, in this video we will discuss about JSON library and we will learn the following things. First of all, we will learn how to add a dependency in your application or project, and after that we will discuss about JSON library, and after this we will learn how we use this JSON library in our project and convert JSON string to Kotlin data class, and from Kotlin data class to JSON string, as well as we will also learn how to convert JSON string to nested object and nested object to JSON string. Same thing, we will learn how to convert a list of object to JSON string, and from JSON string how to convert JSON string to a list of object, as well as how we will learn how to convert object to map and map to object. Okay, so first of all, before jump into coding, first of all we will discuss about what is JSON library. So as you know, JSON is a format which we will use to communicate with our API. JSON and XML are used to communicate with your server. So it stands for JavaScript object notation. Okay, and it's come into form like this, like name, okay, and name, and value is, let's say, test, and another property is here, so name, last name, okay, and let's say test2. okay, so this is a Java JSON object. Okay, means you will get this from your API, but Kotlin don't know how to use this. Before using this, we need to convert this object into a data class. Okay, like person, okay, like this, name, value name, string, and value last name, string. Okay, so means you will get data in a JSON form, and but Kotlin understand your object or data class. So before using this JSON data, you need to convert this into objects. So Android have some inbuilt classes. With the help of you can do this thing, but it will a tedious task, because using that class you need to check each and everything, and you need to go on each and every node of your JSON object and convert manually. But and that's a tedious task, but with the help of JSON, it's means avoid all the boilerplate code for conversion, and with the help of 2-3 method you can convert one JSON string to object and and back from that object you can back object to a JSON string. So let's get started. First of all we need a library. For that, open a browser on your system. Okay, and when it's opened, search on a Google search for Json dependency Android. Okay, and from here we will copy, scroll down and copy the dependency link here from here and add this into our app label Gradle file in our dependencies. Okay, so sync this. It will take some time to sync. Okay, meanwhile we will create a file data class for our demo purpose, like person. Okay, so class, it's a data class person, and it has a value name, let's say first name, it's a type string, and value last name, its value is also string. Okay, and age int. Okay, so apart from this, like okay, right now it's I am okay with this. Okay, now we will initialize this person. First we will learn how to convert data class object into JSON string. Okay, so for that, first we will need a person object or initialize person data class here, like test. Okay, and last name is last name of test, and age is, let's say, 20. Okay, so now we have an object with us. So let's create a JSON string person JSON from this object. It's very easy. You use JSON class. Okay, and import this. After that, to JSON, and here you will pass your object. Okay, and now we will print this to person object to JSON string conversion. So you will person JSON. Okay, now it's saying it's too long. Okay, show this object to JSON. Okay, now run your program. You will check the output in your console. Okay, now this is done. Like if you will, like we have already discussed, we will get data in our JSON format. To convert JSON format into our this person object. So how you can do that? Let's say we need one person 2, okay, and we will use Json from Json, and here we will pass person, okay, and for that we need a JSON string. So we are using same string which we convert from our first object, okay, and here you will pass which type of conversioning is happening from this JSON string. For that you need to pass this person class class.java, okay. Now you will run this, then let's print this object as well, log the JSON to object, okay, but here you will use this to person 2 dot first name, okay. So let's check we will get our earlier output or not. Here you will type object, to JSON. You can check this, it is converted from a data class object to JSON string, okay. Now run and check our another conversion from data class to from JSON string to our object, okay. Now next thing which we will going to learn here, how to convert nested data class from JSON string and vice versa, okay. Let's say we have another class, so first we create another class. Let's say class name is college, okay, and it's a data class college, and it has name string, okay, and it has, let's say, college name and address, okay. So address is another class. For that we need to create an address class, Okay, so we need to add another class address. Let's add a separate file. Okay, and here this is also a data class with the properties like address. So here we will pass address, let's say street is string type, city is also a string type, and state is also a string type, and country string type. Okay, so means we have a one college object which has a name and address. Okay, so how the structure of this object look like in JSON? JSON structure of this college object will look like this, like name, and let's say empty college. Okay, and here use address, and for address we have these properties like street name, name 105 Main Street. Okay, and city is Delhi. Okay, and city state is also Delhi, and country is India. Okay, India. Okay, so you will get JSON string when we convert this data class object to JSON. We will get a JSON like this. So let's do this. First of all, create a object of our college. Here college. Okay, and here you will initialize your college. Name is equal to empty college, and before doing initializing address, here we will initialize address in a different line, like address street name is 105 Main Street. Okay, and here you will say city Delhi, and state is also Delhi. Okay, and country is India. Okay, now pass this, set this address for your college address. Now convert this nested object into JSON string. So call is JSON string is equal to JSON to JSON. Okay, for that you need to pass object of your college and type you will pass college class. Okay, there no need to pass anything here, and print this thing into your log like nested of to JSON. Okay, and here call is string. Okay, now run your program to see the output. Okay, now convert this JSON string to our object, college object. So same thing we need to do, which we done earlier with our person to object. So here call is to is equal to JSON from JSON, and the object name is college. Okay, and pass here JSON string college JSON string, and here you will pass the type which you need to convert, okay, from this JSON string. So let's print the value of our newly created object log JSON to nested object. So college to dot name. Okay, so you can check. First we will convert our object to string, so you will get this JSON string, and after that we will convert this JSON string to our new person object person2 and print the first name, so it's printing test. Now we convert our college nested object to our JSON string. You will get this, like you can match the output of this here. You see a same like name, address, city, Delhi, country. Okay, so now we will learn how to convert here I will mention nested object conversion from JSON to object and vice versa. Okay, now let's save. Now we will learn how to convert a list of object. Convert list of object from JSON string from JSON list object to JSON string and vice versa. Okay, so for that, first of all we need a list of let's say persons. Okay, and person list of okay, and here type is person, and we will, for simplicity, we will pass same object 4 times here. Okay, for this you need to take one more step, like here you will require type token for conversion. Okay, let's say we have a value type token is equal to, so here you will say object type token, and it's a list of person type. Okay, and now convert this value person list Json is equal to Json to Json, and here you will pass persons. Okay, now we will want to convert this string again to our list. For that, converted list from Gson. For that, because earlier we have only one object, so for that you need this only, but here we have list, so we need to use this, means with what kind of string we are going to, what type of conversion going to take place. So this is a special case, and we are converting a list, so we will use this, pass this type token here, like for this list from Json, like you will pass Json from, here you will pass list person, and here you will pass our source persons list Json, and here you will pass type token. Okay, now print the length of this newly created list, log t Json to list of object, and convert the list dot size to string. Okay, and as well as print this converted string. So here copy this and paste here, so you will print here Json. Okay, and change this to list of object to Json. Okay, Now run our program, and fourth part what we are discussed and learn here how to convert a JSON string to a map and vice versa. So for that we need to take a same step which we take here, but at the place of this list we require map from our object, single object only, convert map to JSON and JSON and vice versa. Okay, for that copy this thing, and here we are not taking anything like we require this thing, but here token, type token for map. Okay, at the place of list we will use map here, map and string, key type is string and object is any. Okay, so for that we print collies. We will use our collies object, map JSON par of collies. Okay, so here you will pass your collies object. Okay, it's a nested object. So and here you will pass, use this string, print this string here, map, and now we want to convert this string to map. For that, like call is from map, call is from JSON. Okay, for that, like we want to create a map from our call is map, place of this we will pass our map, type is string and any. Okay, and at the place of this we will pass our string map of collies to, and type token is type token for map, and here change the label. So for that, map object to map. Okay, and here you will JSON to object to map and JSON to map, object to JSON. Okay, and now run our program to check all the outputs for this. So in this video you will learn how we can convert different JSON string to different kind of object like nested and data class or a list of classes. Okay, now here you will see how we'll get a map from convert object to map. Okay, so here you will get JSON list of object is 4 because we have successfully converted our JSON string to list of object. Okay, and here we will see how we'll convert our object to Polish object to string, JSON string. After that we will able to get a map from there. Okay, list object to JSON you are able to see here, object map to JSON. So this is a JSON which you have already seen, but how it will size to string. So for that JSON to map, let's see, JSON to map, it will not printed. So let's see, it will print or not. Size, it's printing size at the place, so I think we will need to print the okay, we will need to print the JSON, sorry, this is my mistake, call is map dot size to string. Okay, now run this. Okay, because we have applying wrong filter here, that's why you are not able to see JSON to map. It's working fine, so you are able to see where apply object filter, that's why this line is not showing. Okay, so when we type this JSON, then it will work. Okay, thanks for that's all for this video. Thanks for your time. Please subscribe, share and like my videos, and if you have any requirement, please share with me. Thank you very much.